Good morning. Thank you for being here today to commemorate the official topping out of the new Southwest Community Campus High School. Good. Yeah. My name is Carlos de la Barrera, and I'm proud to serve as a principal of Southwest Community Campus, a Spanish-English immersion theme school. With me here today are all my 8th graders who will be the first graduating class of the new high school. Our students, parents, staff, and volunteers are so excited about the expansion of our school. Right now, we have nearly 800 students in preschool through 8th grade at our current building. Starting next fall, we will have our preschool through 6th grade students at the current building, and our 7th, 8th, and 9th grade students will move to this new building. We will then be adding a grade each year until we grow up to be a 7th grade through 12th grade building with 500 students. On behalf of my staff, students, and parents, I just want to thank the Grand Rapids Board of Education, all our community partners, and everyone who has played a role in making this happen. Now I would like to turn it over to our Interim Superintendent, Dr. Ron Gorman.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Ron Gorman. I am the Interim Superintendent for the Grand Rapids Public Schools, and I am so honored to be here today. I want to thank all of you for coming out for this momentous occasion. Let's give it up for our rock star principal, Mr. Carlos de la Barrera. He is doing a phenomenal job leading one of the largest districts in our school district, largest schools in our school district, and we are so excited that he is the person who is leading this expansion. I also want to thank the neighbors of Roosevelt Park and the Black Hills neighborhood for welcoming us to the neighborhood. This is a neighborhood that is very near and dear to me, as I grew up on the southwest side of town, spent lots of time at Roosevelt Park and the Black Hills, and I had so many friends in the Granville Avenue corridor, and I'm just so happy that this is happening for the community. In 2012, we heard from our parents, our staff, and our neighbors about what they wanted to see in the transformation plan. A huge part was a request to expand our very successful Spanish immersion school from pre-K-8 to pre-K-12. So this vision is now becoming a reality. A major reason why this is becoming a reality is because of Habitat Humanity of Kent County and all of the partners who are part of the Plaza Roosevelt project. When we passed the bond in November of 2015 for $175 million, we had no land. We had no idea how or where we were going to be building this new Southwest Community Campus High School. Then we heard about a dynamic 5.5-acre site that Habitat for Humanity was working to develop with Dwelling Place, Mercy Health, St. Mary's, Ferris State University, Roosevelt Park Neighborhood Association, Hispanic Center of West Michigan, and Granville Avenue Arts and Humanities. Words do not begin to describe our thanks and appreciation to all of our partners, the Neighborhood Partner Committee members, and the entire neighborhood for working with us to make this a reality for our students. Lastly, again, I want to give a special shout out to the voters of Grand Rapids who helped approve this $175 million bond to secure, connect, and transform GRPS. So students, this is for you. This is your new space. The community believes in you and your future. They said yes to a $20 million expansion of Southwest Community Campus so you can have a begin state-of-the-art building with the latest and greatest technology that you deserve. Today you will get to make your mark by signing, begin to make your mark on the school by signing the final steel beam that will be placed on top of the building. So each and every one of you will get to sign it. I've already signed it. That is so awesome. You will be the first graduating class of Southwest Community High School. You are the class, and I hope I'm getting this correctly, and I'm sure you will correct me if I'm wrong, the class of 2024? Is that correct? All right. So you'll be the first graduating class, and this is your opportunity to leave a lasting legacy for generations to come. You are the leaders of tomorrow, and we are just so honored and privileged to serve you, your families, and this neighborhood. Now at this time, let me turn it over to our Vice President of the Grand Rapids Board of Education, Ms. Jen Schottky.
Thank you, Dr. Gorman. So if I'm not wrong, I think this is Dr. Gorman's first formal press conference as our interim superintendent. So let's give it up for our exceptional and dynamic new superintendent, Dr. Ron Gorman. Yes, thank you. All right, well, good morning. My name is Jen Schottky, and I am the Vice President of the Grand Rapids Board of Education. Our board president, Christian Grant, sends her regrets. She really wanted to be here to celebrate with you today, but she is traveling and couldn't make it. So in addition to my role on the Board of Education, I'm also Vice President of the Associated Builders and Contractors Western Michigan chapter. It's a mouthful. And so it's really meaningful for me to be here today, not only to support you, our students, and the district, but also to support the construction industry who's all around us right now. In particular, Rockford Construction, who's leading this project as the construction managers. And I also want to thank FCC, who's the steel contractor. They're the ones, FCC, hi guys, over there. They're going to lift this beam into place, and they're going to finish the skeleton of this building. Students, you may never have thought about a building this way, but a building is like a body, and it has a skeleton that holds it up, just like our bones. Sometimes those skeletons are made of wood, and sometimes they're made of steel, and your building, your high school, has a body made of steel. So you get to sign that beam and finish the skeleton, which is pretty cool. So I do want to recognize Senior Project Manager Steve Orlando. Steve, thank you so much and the entire team here for the work that they're doing. Contractors, look at these students. This is why you go to work here every day. So remember that you get to create such an exceptional place for them to learn, and I just want to say thank you for that. So on behalf of the Grand Rapids Board of Education, I also want to echo the thanks and appreciation to our voters and our taxpayers of the City of Grand Rapids for believing in our students and investing in the Grand Rapids Public Schools Transformation Plan. Our district continues to gain state and national attention as a transformation success story. We have the best teachers, the best school leaders, the best support staff, and most importantly, the best students in the world. Thank you, you guys. So to everyone here, I say thank you for all you do day in and day out. So now I'd like to turn it over to our Executive Director of Facilities and Operations, Mr. Ken Klomparens. Ken.
Good morning. I'll give you some information about the building. My name is Ken Klomparens. I'm Executive Director of Facilities. I do want to acknowledge some folks who were integral in the planning and design and construction of the building. First, our architecture team, which is C2AE Architects and TMP Architects. And if Steve Jerzyk and Eduardo Blanc could raise their hand, they're the ones that designed this thing. Ms. Schottky already noted Steve Orlando heading up the Rockford team. They're the ones in the green hard hats there, and with all their subs, they're building the project. And if you see them, just feel free to ask, what do you do here? Learn a little bit about what happens with a project like this. I want to note, we have Plant Moran Cressa, who's acting as our owner's rep on the job. That's Brian Weber. And thank you to all the people who worked on this. A little bit about the building. It's a $20 million investment. It will house 500 students. It's 70,000 square feet. It includes, on the lowest level, a gymnasium, dining area, new kitchen. On this main level, we have the art and music rooms, we have the security, the administrative offices. Up on the third and fourth levels, we have 24 classrooms, and then we have something called a knowledge center. I didn't know what a knowledge center was till the architects explained it. For some middle-aged folks, that's a media center. For old people like me, it's a library. It's that open space up there. If I was going to be a student here, I could not get a thing done in that room because it has the greatest view of downtown. I know you kids can concentrate better than I can and will do all your work in there very successfully. I couldn't do a thing. But when you get in there next August, you will have the greatest view of the downtown skyline, and you'll be wishing, boy, I hope we can have a 4th of July evening event here to watch fireworks. That's what I'd wish for. Anyway, I don't want to delay you any longer. We want to get so you can sign the beam and get on with the ceremony. And I'm going to turn it over to John Helmholtz.
So students, we've got some helpers over here. They've got the gold pens. And so why don't you all start by signing your names, and then we've got some food that the contractors have paid so you guys can get a little bit of lunch too. Just thank you all for coming. Anyone who's here, you're welcome to sign the beam and be part of this ceremony. But kids, you guys go first. Thanks for coming, everyone.
I can go.